An astronomer and a cryptographer uncover a series of ancient tunnels, unwittingly unleashing a deadly Sphinx. In order to trap the Sphinx back in its tomb and stop impending destruction, our explorers must solve a series of complicated and possibly deadly rituals. What expectations does one go in with when watching a 2008 TV movie ripping off The Mummy? If their answer is anything but predictable normie entertainment, then I'd suggest they recheck their priorities, cause Curse of the Sphinx is not original, spectacular, or all that well acted. It is not also, however, poorly paced, atrociously acted, or technically inept. This film is cheap. It does lack charm, but it does get the job done. I hate playing devil's advocate, especially when a film doesn't really deserve it, but this had a degree of competence in both its direction and writing that kept me engaged, for the most part. Like I was saying about the acting, everyone is playing a type here, some more obvious than most, but they were all pretty decent. Nothing else I can say. The CGI was Asylum level, but it was used better than the majority of their productions, wisely switching their big griffin thing into a slaphead gym bunny so their budget would not be exposed for half the running time. There is really no easy way to describe better than average, with occasional dips into mediocrity, but that's what we got here with Curse of the Sphinx. Undemanding escapist fare that is cheap thrills for cheap shills. If you like that kind of thing, then go with God and buy this perfectly serviceable Indiana Jones ripoff. 6 young college students are taking their last course in archaeology before graduating, and have been assigned the task of documenting a museum's newest acquisition. But when they accidentally awaken an ancient Egyptian spirit bent on revenge, the students must find a way to stop a dark army of the undead from rising before it is too late. Right, otherwise known as Isis Rising, Curse of the Lady Mummy, as well as starring and being co-produced by hardcore porn star Priya Rai, Land of the Pharaohs has only 2 really good things about it, and you probably already know what they are. Wow. The porn star who plays Isis is very sexy, and if she has any acting skill, she did not display it in Land of the Pharaohs. Our special experience starts off in the Temple of Quake running on Windows XP, with Isis and the other guy I wasn't into kissing and doing some incest stuff. Then some guy with a Jesus tattoo on his shoulder cuts up Isis's brofriend through the power of scene transition, and we are only 6 minutes into this. The rest of the film plays out like a slasher film combined with a mummy film. The setting is a utility room in an Arizona museum. The cast is every slasher stereotype in the book, half-assedly realised by their greenhorn cast. The murder set pieces were created by MS Paint, a guy who never seems to be out of work. This is an exceptionally cheap and amateurish production, which makes The Asylum look like Universal Pictures. The film looks like a porno, and nudity is severely lacking. But to be a creep again, what little we do get is quite exceptional. I can't reiterate enough how much of a 1-2 punch this film's aesthetic truly is. The production quality is so low, it achieves an intimate atmosphere in the way Cassavetes' films tended to do. However, unlike the films of John Cassavetes, the acting is all shit, and the storytelling is threadbare to say the least, and serves only to build up the mystique of Priya Rai's Isis. Again, very sexy, very fitting for the role, but she can't act her way out of a paper bag, and regardless, all the time spent telling Isis's story was time that could have been spent, telling this film's story. What else is there to talk about? The 2003 rendering, the literal cardboard sets. Oh, and my old friend, of course, long, awkward shots of people talking within interiors no larger than my bedroom. Land of the Pharaohs is good for those who actively seek out the worst of what direct-to-DVD cinema has to offer. It's frugal, it's boring, it's wholly technically inept, and ultimately retains a degree of psychotronic charm. If only there was only more softcore nudity, I would feel more comfortable recommending this. But the awful pacing wins out on this one, and for certain damns this film to the realms of obscurity. Right, here we go. Curse of the Sphinx is an okay TV movie ripoff of Indiana Jones and nothing more, and Land of the Pharaohs is an exceptionally bad mummy ripoff and is truly the genuine article, a perfect fit for anyone's bad movie nights. Goodbye.